Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, January 25th, 2019. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Sometimes in life, it takes a while before where you are and where you want to be finally come into alignment. But if I was taking a wild guess, I think Quincy Winklaar is starting to creep up on that sweet spot. On Tuesday, the Winklaar camp released new progress photos of Quincy, who looks to me like he's already close to being at his all-time best. Now that he's added more density across the front and upper back, the lighter half of the Winklaar tandem feels like he's a legitimate threat to win a show this year. So the fact that Quincy and Ruli will be bumping elbows up there on that Arnold Classic stage together is a pretty cool story, especially if they're the last two men standing. After Manny Pacquiao beat the brakes off Adrian Broner last weekend, I reminded myself of something. The people who do the least talking are usually the ones who are the most dangerous. That's why I have to take my hat off to and salute women's physique veteran Nat Rochner for the way she goes about her business. This week, Team Rochner dropped a clip from a shoulder session out in Gold's Gym Venice, where we catch her putting in the kind of next-level effort she's been known for over the years. In the past, we've seen Rochner put together a couple of really solid outings against some good competition. So if she's ready to get back into that championship zone again, she's someone who could be a factor at some point down the road. I'm a little bit old school in the sense that I think nicknames are one of those things you have to earn. You just can't give yourself one and expect everyone else to follow along. So if you're going to call yourself the next big thing, like 20-something Egyptian standout Mohammed Foda, you better make sure you're ready to earn your keep. Over the last few weeks, Foda's been stirring up some noise online with the progress that he and his team have been floating out there. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't impressed with what the kid's been able to do so far. But in this game, potential only gets you so far. At the end of the day, we all measure success on wins and losses. So it'll be interesting to see if he can live up to the billing. I listened to an awesome podcast on my way to the grocery store yesterday that talked about the 20-year struggle that Harrison Ford had on his way to becoming Han Solo. But hopefully for his sake, it won't take 212 standout Errol Moore that long to find his way. After making the trip to the desert to become the newest member of the Camel crew a few months ago, the former NPC national champ doesn't seem like he had too many problems adjusting to his new surroundings. Back at last year's New York Pro, Moore showed flashes of someone who could be a high-level guy at some point in the future. But if things keep improving like this, the future for him might get here a lot sooner than people thought. Bodybuilding is good to teach you how to look past the now and to what lies ahead on the other side of the struggle in life. And as far as I can tell, Rickey Moten Jr. seems like he's got that focus centered in the right direction. On Wednesday morning, we saw another update from the classic physique standout, who's put together a nice little run over the last few months. Last year, Moten was a pleasant surprise during the early months of the contest season with the noise he made in his run-up to the New York Pro. With a few more tricks up his sleeve, he could definitely do some damage in the right lineup this time around. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.